one more flight.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Vladimir Ledoux. And tonight, I truly think we're going to finish Chicken Police. According to how long to beat, I'm in like the last 45 minutes of the game. So we got to be there. We got to be finishing it tonight. This game's been amazing. I've absolutely been enjoying it. If you've been watching and you've been enjoying it as well, there's the link to the game. It's really, really quite good. Also tonight, let's see. One of the big things I want to talk about real quick. I'm either missed the notification or it came in after I went offline last night. But GeoLord, thank you so much for the subscription. I really, really do appreciate it. Welcome. Also, I didn't have Tiltify open yesterday. I don't know why I completely forgot to have it open, but I noticed afterwards that an anonymous person had donated $75. We did have $75 tipped to me at one point, and in the donation on Tiltify, it did say that it was a wrong dono spot. So whoever anonymous is, if you are listening or if you're rewatching the VOD, please whisper me. I don't want you to have to be out an extra $75 if you meant it to go to the charity. I really don't mind refunding that. I won't touch it until I hear from you. So please reach out. I'm looking for a shiny golden apple in Minecraft, but man, they are rare. Yes, they are. That they are. And also, yeah, don't forget the website, indie-gems.com. My website for indie game news and spotlights. Also, before we go live, I mentioned it, the charity. We're raising money for Feeding America, which is an awesome nonprofit organization that works with food banks and shelters across the country. This time of year, food becomes a big thing. You know, I mean, it gets really, really cold. Food shelters also tend to go start to really deplete their stores this time of year. So it's a really, really important thing to help out with them. Also, because the United States government has fucked over its people so much, there's a lot of people that don't have jobs and don't have a way of getting food. This is going to be a really, really rough winter. So if you can donate, please consider doing so. The money that donate Tiltify link will take you straight to Tiltify. The money goes directly to Feeding America, which their money, so $1 equals 10 meals that they can do. They really make your money really go a long way. So every dollar does help. Even if it's just a small donation, every little dollar can really, really help a lot of people that are in need. All right. And with that, we are going to dive into more Chicken Cops. Chicken Police. I fucking love this game. I think it was Stratature. Like, I saw the game, but I think it was Stratature that was the one that, I think you're the one that kind of recommended to actually take a look at it, and I'm really glad I did. It has been quite the wild ride. Need to make a kitty banner. In Minecraft? I've been playing Vintage Story. I've really loved the crafting in Vintage Story. It's such a different, like when I play Minecraft, I like to build. I don't know why I get into it, and I like to build no matter how much I try to explore anything. But Vintage Story is really like geared towards that survival and like actual like going out and gathering stuff. It's much more survival based and everything and I love it. And the crafting's just so unique. All right, so we just finished up talking with Dr. Quetzal as he was explaining to us what my assumption after everything was said and done is it really seems like Ibn Wessler had a twin, or has a twin. His name is Albert. He's a schizophrenic. He was placed into an insane asylum, but he was allowed to come and go. And he would come and go and come and go. And then one day he came back and his eye was missing and his tongue was cut out. It's just fucked up. And now he's gone for good. And we also came into this that there was a body that Zip went and dropped off in the hive. And from my understanding is all of the insects there would have eaten it. Great way to dispose of a body, by the way. But my thoughts is that Ibn and Albert switched places and Ibn's dead now. So that's my thought. That's my theory as we're going into this. Yeah, you can make design on banners, and you need the shiny golden apple to get a design that used to make the tail for the cat. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's my fault for you playing this game. It's not a bad thing. All right, so we just finished talking to him, so I think we're actually pretty good. Does Miranda have anything more? Does she want to talk more?
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Miss, those books aren't really
Don't even tell me. No, no, no. I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
Okay, so the question is, where do we go from here?
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
See, they had
We
to
believe
switch.
you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Well,
voice
that's
acting is so good.
surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
Welcome,
It
Accident
seems
and
that
Arrested.
being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes,
That's so
then
bad.
sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
I shouldn't be laughing as hard as I am at that, but that's so bad. For a handful of waffles.
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
You're right.
As always. Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Fucking Marty.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems, perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Look at that, a letter.
All right, let's take a look at this letter. I know I don't exist. I don't exist because you don't see me, but I'm not what you think I am. You don't think about me, do you? Never, no. I think of you every day, every minute, always. In my dreams, I've become one with him. One soul. You know who I am thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel that I'm there too, with you? Do you feel it, right? I can't hold it in myself for long. Forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. The world is crashing down. The whole world just rotting and rotting. Everything is rotting around me. I have to get out of here to become one with my destiny and one with you. Forgive me. Like, if that doesn't sound like a dude that's about to go kill his twin brother and take his identity, I really don't know what else does.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
It said I had 2 new items. What was the second item? Oh, this.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
No, I'm not ready to leave. There was more in there, wasn't there? Hold on.
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko? Well, yes. I don't know much about her, but everyone heard her name and her voice around here.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape because of her.
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind Albert's disappearance.
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
All right.
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen, and happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped
Horny
enough.
giraffe. This resident was
It
weird.
doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
I love the rapport those two have with each other. It's so good.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take him out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry,
Shit.
Sonny. I was born to do this.
Don't shoot them. That's right.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow. Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
I'm shooting the dude's fucking tires. Don't you tell me that. I did the job.
Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
We got a case from her. Or, message from Natasha? No. Painting piece. Alright. Natasha tried to keep that painting a secret from us. Natasha wanted us to find the painting for her. Natasha tried to show us the painting. Natasha needed to destroy the painting to hide what happened to Albert Wessler. I still don't think she understands that there's a difference between the two, so I think she just tried to keep it from us. No, she didn't. Fuck, okay. She tried to show us
the painting.
That's right, because she sent us to the vacation house to find it, so we found it there at the vacation house. She told us that. Okay, so then when we were there, Deborah's dead. No, okay. Almost, but not quite.
And that painting would have shown us the way.
To the secret hideout of Albert, to Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion. The corpse of Albert Wessler, which is obviously now gone. No.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
Okay. No. So then we go from that to... Okay, so it's got to be one of these. So Wessler's twin. Not now.
Which made Albert
fall in love with Natasha and escape from the asylum to a secret hideout we need to find. Kill his brother, take his place, and force Natasha to create the case with threats. See, and I think that.
fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Something like that, Marty. but we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
I mean, I don't think there's really much more to do. We talked
Hey,
to
Lewis, you weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Kind of
Maybe
sus, right?
The last one, too.
Hey, Sonny, don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
What the fuck?
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This? This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down, when there was still some life here. Not even that now, just the void.
Yeah, spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
Sonny, you're creepy. This fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen.
Really? How come?
I don't know. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel without the light.
Oh, you're not getting ready to die, are you, old man? If we're going on a suicide mission, I think I should know.
Why, haven't I told you yet?
You're not funny.
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together again.
You mean when you shot me?
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever, apologized?
I don't think so.
Then let's leave it that way.
Hey, I apologize for shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's okay, Marty. It happens even to the best of friends.
I'll remember what you've just said, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me?
All right. Yeah, we can have. There's really. Screw it. We'll go chat. I didn't think there would be so much to do.
Sonny, few places are as cozy as the hot dog at dawn.
You have a point.
The silence, the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleeping city.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma, that's for sure. But wait, do you smell that?
It seems Zip is ready with the first batch of coffee.
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Where did the... Oh, it actually looks like a hive. It's where the insects live.
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed, or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty, and you should know. Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know, Sonny. They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about him, about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So, why you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around. No playing it nice.
Ah, I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Do you have anything to say extra? Nope. All right.
So, we're looking for more evidence?
No, I was just thinking we could take another look. You know, just in case.
Okay, sure. But
Don't even ask, Marty.
you're really becoming sentimental.
One more word and I swear I'm...
Yep, I'm gonna shut it. You don't want to go in there just like that. It's a closed crime scene.
I hope you're just messing with me, Marty.
Of course I'm messing with you. Let's get inside there and see how much the boys have messed up the place. You know, Sonny, when we entered the room and saw the girl,
Deborah.
yeah, her body, I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss. I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
Like, was there... There's no other paintings we could take a look at.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Bubo, fuck it. We're going to Hotel Atlas.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise. You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, cluck.
Yeah, cluck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well, cluck again.
Yep.
Achievement unlocked. Shadows from the past. So we learned a little bit about that. All right. Oh, so we actually have to go around to all these places.
No hard
Luck,
feelings?
motherfucker.
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No thanks. We just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
Hey, Boobo.
Hello, old man.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Boobo!
Hey, what is it? I wasn't sleeping.
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered in blood, because I'm not gonna open the door for you, I swear.
Oh, thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard.
Okay. Been Hot Dog. Been Hotel Atlas. Mullen.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't.
Don't disturb the guy. He might just be a night owl. God, so bad.
Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, Sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert, anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, Sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied. What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, Sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure. Or more. But what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
This
Albert's letter.
Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Ha ha, lads! I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this, but we went to university together.
You did what?
Do I not look the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
I studied psychology, sonny, only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him? Can he be trusted?
You're afraid he screwed you? He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you. Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, 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 don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
I love Mullen.
What do you know about the Wessler mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you. Or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is. Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wessler's hired thugs are waiting for you there.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet, and you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're going somewhere.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
So, you'll be off to the Wessler residency then?
You're sharp, old beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
All right. I mean, is there somewhere else to go? Is there something I'm missing? There's nothing else here. I don't think there was anything else here. Nobody else was here. There was nobody inside. I didn't think anyone else was at Hot Dog. Maybe he had something to ask. Nope, he's got nothing else to ask. What about back at the hotel?
You didn't have the chance to tell me what happened to your brother.
He left Clawville, and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I received an unexpected letter 2 weeks ago from the Sura province. Someone dropped it off at my door.
Was it him?
He wrote the letter, that's for sure. I could smell the jungle when I opened it. But whether he was the one who delivered it, I don't know.
Have you tried to find him?
He'll find me if he wants to, Sonny. I know he's not guilty, and that's enough.
But he's still wanted in Clawville, right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm sorry for playing a part in all of this.
I know, Sonny. The past is the past.
You know, you've truly changed, Marty. You tried to hide it, but you've changed.
Thanks, boss.
Just, don't call me boss, okay? We're partners.
Is that it? Maybe there's more Bubos that we didn't do. No, I mean, Ursula didn't have any... I can't ask Bubo any questions, so what the fuck am I supposed to do?
How is the old owl?
He's old and grumpy.
It's a storybook game.
But he's always
yeah,
like
it's kind
that.
of
Wait a minute. Isn't
Visual
he supposed
novel.
to sleep now?
He
Point and
is.
click adventure.
I mean, Reginald's never truly asleep. Not entirely. He just shuts down.
a full of murder.
Even now?
Yes.
I gotta see that.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Martin?
Of course, Boobo. Go on.
Take care of the old rooster, okay?
That's all I ever do, Doc.
Okay, so clearly not talking to Boobo. Was there something more in the house that we missed?
Human, huh? My partner loves these weird things.
Your who?
I got a new partner when you left.
When Blood Boil fired me.
Sure, when you were fired. His name is Melvin, a little greenhorn of an otter.
And where exactly is he?
I have no idea. We worked together for one day, then I told everyone I wasn't gonna work with anyone but you.
But you hated me.
Yeah. I was even a little afraid they'd call you back. But Blood Boil got it, so he let me work alone.
That feels strangely comforting.
All streams are super quiet. That's weird. Yeah, the story of this has been amazing. This has been a really, really good game. So is there something we missed? Bloodstain?
Any better?
Not really.
I'm curious about how they killed her.
Is it just
There
my
were no
stream or is it
injuries
all
on her
streams?
body as far as we could see.
Well, if all goes well, we'll learn about that soon.
Or not.
Or not. Wouldn't be the first time.
Could that have been it? Looking at the bloodstain? That wasn't there last time. Looked at the weird painting, phone, exit. It's just your playing stream. Alright. Where the fuck am I supposed to go now? We've gone to the hot dog. I've gone to Mullins. I'm back at the hotel. I was like, do I call fucking Lewis? I'm just grasping at straws now. I want to end this, but it won't let me. Vlad streams are always loud. No answer, so don't call Lewis. Something must be wrong with your laptop's audio.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Very funny.
Funny because it's true.
I don't know what to
I've
do
also
now.
forgiven you, you know.
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to have the last word?
Of course not.
Does it still work?
Who knows? Maybe Zip's keeping it for decoration. Or living in it.
I can easily...
All right. Does Zip have something
And
more
what
to
do you
say?
expect will happen when you get there?
They'll
got
either
more.
let us in, or we'll blow open the doors and go in guns blazing. How hard can it be?
Well, I'm not sure you know what you're up against, boys, but it's your funeral. I'm just glad I got to know the legendary chicken police.
Hey, don't write us off yet.
I'm just getting ready for all possibilities, Marty. Hey, chicken coppers,
Yeah, Zip?
take care of your feathers for me, okay?
Will do, Zip.
Don't worry. I'll protect this smelly old bird.
That it? I'm really frustrated now. We've asked Mullen everything.
Got
I always have some.
Got any good advice?
I always have some for you, lads. Don't get shot, for example.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before? Could have saved Sonny some painful memories.
If you carry on like that, Marty, you too can learn how it feels.
You too.
Does he have any more to...
Of course, still.
Do you have any fresh information?
Of course.
Okay. So he's not saying anything new to us. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just not talking to everybody enough. Hold on. Sorry. So let's see if there's any more that they have to say.
Take care of yourselves, boys.
Will do, Auntie Ursula.
Hey, don't be saucy, young man.
So she's gonna
Take
say the same
care.
thing?
Will
Yep.
do.
Hey.
Okay. Just gonna go and just
Can I give you a piece of it?
Of course.
Take care.
take care of him. Okay, that's the same thing. So you guys are done as far as I'm concerned. Talking to Hot Dog, was he done?
All in all, thanks, Zip. You've been a great help.
Thank you too, boys. You really opened my eyes. If I see Wessler again or any of his goons, I'm gonna plug them right there.
I'm not sure that's what we're suggesting.
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks, Zip. Maybe next time.
If there is a next time.
Is that it?
One more coffee?
Thanks.
If there is.
All right. I legit don't know what else I could do. It's not letting me progress the story, and I'm quite frustrated now.
Do you have any,
Of course.
Yeah, I can already see us on the next front page.
or maybe in the obituaries?
Ah, you cranky, croaking old crow.
Since when do you drive a wonder machine like that, old beaver?
I'm just gonna start clicking
no,
everything, I
that's
guess.
not mine. My son left it to me for safekeeping while he's working abroad.
The Cubs still visit home often then.
They're good kids. They come to visit me several times a year, and if they're not here, I still have you boys. Am I right?
You're fortunate indeed, Uncle Mullen.
Sure I am.
Okay.
You know, if we survive this, we might need a couple of good lawyers.
You could be right about that, Marty. Who do you think will sue us first, Wessler or the PD?
My bet's on good old Blood Boil.
I'll take it.
Oh, look what I found.
Furry gods, another chicken police story.
And one of my favorites, too. Meredith outdid herself when she wrote this one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You're still mad at Meredith, aren't you?
If it's about me and you, then I want none of it, thanks. Reality's more than enough.
All right.
I have a feeling if a nuclear bomb fell on the city, this place would still be standing.
Yeah, and Mullen would be there too, even if there were no one left to buy newspapers.
Oh, that's quite romantic, Sonny, honey.
Extremes are always romantic, Marty, my boy.
It should be everything. I still can't advance the story, and I don't know why.
Well, they couldn't even manage to scrape it off.
Useless pincushions.
They're always half-assed, Sonny. You drive me crazy.
Leave them be. Your record is perfect. You've been on the force for 15 years, almost 10 of that with me.
That's why I deserve a medal.
Get out, wind down, resign, become, let's see, anything.
If you only knew how much I've thought about that. But I'm simply not good at anything else. Either I'm a gangster or a cop. I've got too much of a backbone to be a gangster.
Also, to be a cop, Marty.
Yeah, like my items, there's nothing new here.
It's a piece of a painting. Just... Oh, man, I totally get you.
Right. Let's see, did I look at everything in here?
Natasha became even more mysterious with every detail we learned about her.
You fell for her hard, huh?
It's nothing like that, Marty. I only met her one time. It just makes me crazy if I can't solve something. And she's something I just can't solve.
Maybe you have to accept this one, Boss Bird. That woman's out of your league. From a different world entirely.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Alright, so we looked at all that. There's nothing over there. I picked up the phone. Alright, everything out here has been looked at. We've looked at everything at Mullins. If I looked at everything over here, I get it. It's just so frustrating.
It seems so peaceful now, huh? Like a sleeping big cat. Peaceful now, but when it wakes, you're done.
You mean Laura, don't you?
Yeah. I admit I miss her, but I'm also a little afraid to go home to her.
I'm not surprised, since she hasn't heard from you in days. She's gonna pluck you, Marty.
Yeah. Roachtown's stirring.
Thank the gods we're not gonna be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has its own charm, you know?
Yeah, from afar, on a postcard maybe. But for real? Oh, thanks but no thanks.
Hello, Big Boss.
Hail to thee, O father of all syrups.
Alright. I'm just going through everything at this point.
Why don't you hire a cook, Zip? Or at least a dishwasher? I know just the guy. Strapping young lad, got quite a big mouth, but he's not that bad, though he does smell like chicken.
Don't you mean that Marty guy? I heard horrible things about him.
They say he names all his guns.
Well, he's a flop with chicks.
Hits first, asks later.
Yeah, a real chicken shit.
Hey, I'm right here.
We know, Marty. That's why it's fun.
Blow me, both of you.
Alright.
I had such a You said it. Hey, Zip, listen here. This coffee, it's 2 days old.
And?
Nothing.
Did you know that Caston Mavis is gonna play here next week?
What? You hear that, Sonny? It's a sign. We can't die tonight.
I was just joking, Marty.
Oh.
You hear that, Marty? It's a sign. We can still die tonight.
Right.
I'm gonna try the food here one day.
Oh, you have to die of something, right?
Can you read the
it
sentence
can't
for
be
me,
that
Vlad? I
bad.
think I fixed it.
Though I'm sure old Zip's not making it out of premium faux meat.
You have such a delicate way of putting things. You can be glad if he's not serving you one of your relatives.
You're right about that.
Okay. The jukebox still just plays music. That's it. It's broken because I punched it. Otherwise, I've literally looked at everything over here now. So the top two are done. Mullins, I think there was one thing I forgot, which was
It's
the taxi.
still not too late for us, you know? I'll grab Laura and we'll all just get out of the city.
Wouldn't it be great?
Look at all these
You can
cocks.
finally take me to Averia like you promised.
I never promised that, but yeah, it would be great.
Welcome, Dong Hai.
So, we're gonna get ourselves shot to pieces already, or what?
Hell yeah.
All right, so there's nothing else here. We've talked to you. We've exhausted everything. In the hotel, I honestly didn't look at a
Buddy,
lot of
you
stuff, though.
really need a secretary.
I thought about it too, Marty, but I'm still searching for a lunatic who'd take the job.
I'm sure Lewis would do it. I'd love to see him in a fancy little skirt.
Moron. But at least you finally managed to remember his name.
Really? Shit. I was trying to say it wrong.
Be in the game was it's for like games that allow you to rename people.
What was the last book you read, Sonny?
Something by Herringway, if I remember correctly.
Wow, really?
No.
Oh.
I've had enough stimulation for today.
No whiskey.
Maybe I am really Meredith H. Marble.
Nothing in the drawer.
119 days left, Marty, and I'm out of here. As soon as I get my discharge papers, I'm leaving for the wilderness on the first flight.
You know, I envy you a little.
It's not going to be the real thing. Not on my own.
Why don't you take Natasha with you?
Huh. What are you even talking about?
Come on.
Come on.
What are you hiding in there, Sonny?
You know, it's funny. I have no idea. I lost the key.
You want me to open it for you? I got a method.
Don't shoot my cabinet, Marty.
Okay.
My bedroom. I've also forgiven you, you know. I'm not
blow me.
Of course not.
Okay, so everything should be done. I guess I didn't look through everything at Bubo's.
How are your secret experiments coming on, Doc?
That's why they call them secret.
I see.
All this marvelous stuff, huh? Closing sale at the charlatan's shop.
I wasn't asking for your opinion, you croaking crow.
Hey, careful with the racist remarks, will ya?
Vice has arrived, I see.
Clucking monkey.
What'd you say, Martin?
I said I'm clunky. It's almost impossible to think of you as a real doctor, old bird.
According to rumor, that is.
Believe it or not, I had a great future ahead of me. But the world simply wasn't ready for my genius.
Well, it probably never will be.
Ooh.
Memories, huh?
I remember every day. Mostly because I've had a limp ever since.
Next time, tell your partner not to shoot you with a shotgun.
Well, that's very good advice, Bubo. Thanks. I wish I'd heard it before.
Alright, so he doesn't say
Can I
anything more,
give you
right?
a- Of
Yep,
course
piece
I
of
can.
advice. Yep, bye. Make sure.
Take care of yourselves.
Will do.
Hey,
Don't forget
How's
the
it
skeleton.
going, Papa Bubo?
Very well, thank you. I've lost a bit of weight recently because of my death, you know.
I see. Sorry to hear that. Get well soon, Papa.
Thanks, son.
Hey, seriously, why can I not? Alright, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do next? Albert is Ibn Wessler. The madman took his brother's place. Is trying to. If we don't catch him now, it'll be too late. That's great. I can't go anywhere.
Identical twin. Molly. I haven't dusted you off in a while. It's a piece. Come to death. Albert was madly in love.
I don't know what to do. No, I don't know how to proceed. You know, telling me that I need to wrap everything up and then not letting me actually proceed after I wrap everything up. Like, am I soft blocked? Is there something that I'm just not figuring out? Let me see. Chicken. I'm just so... I don't know what to do. What happens when you press enter? Nothing. I'm just beyond kind of frustrated with this because... Nope, nope. Okay, hold on. Wow. Okay. At least in the video I'm watching, they did something I didn't do.
I guess
they looked at all these
everything's
together.
about selfish reasons in the end.
Many heroes become heroes out of selfishness, Marty, but not all of them. There are many unsung heroes, too, who already knew that nobody was going to hear about their deeds.
I hope you're not talking about us.
No, Marty, we're not heroes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know what to think.
I wouldn't like to be in your place, Sonny. But this doesn't change the things that already happened, you know? Your memories remain the same.
Easy to say, Marty, but I feel like nothing's the same anymore. Even my fondest memories have been stolen from me.
You mean she stole them?
Yeah.
Maybe you should look for her. You know, you could find her. You've got the connections.
I could have done it already. Maybe I was too cowardly.
Maybe you should go back to the nursery school.
I know you're just clucking with me, but believe it or not, I've thought about it.
And what's keeping you?
I can't stand children. I can't talk to them, I can't drink or smoke with them. I just don't know what to do with them.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a problem. The blue side of the moon.
So, you know him after all.
Of course I know him. It's M.B. Davis, the greatest musician ever. But sometimes it's just fun to tease you, boss.
I'd like to know how many times you did that to me.
You see, I can still surprise you even after 10 years.
You know it's just 9, don't you?
Of course, I know. We've done a lot of stupid things over the years, huh?
More than we should have, that's for sure.
Well, memories grow more beautiful with time. Today, I think what we did was done right.
It's a miracle we didn't burn down the city.
You see? We're getting better.
Okay. That's literally the last thing I've looked at. What the? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna just watch this video here real quick and see what happens. Yeah. There's no like normal walkthrough that I'm seeing, so everything's got to be done by phone call. All right, through video, sorry. Oh. It says go to Wessler's place, but there's I don't even know if I know where that is. Like so at one point it shows like it picks up the phone and he calls somebody and I got to figure out It's so frustrating. I don't know why that's not more clear what I'm supposed to do here. Is there a way to go back out to the streets, maybe? There is. That's probably what I'm missing. Come back out here and chat with Mr. Lewis a little more.
So, you're going now to confront Mr. Wessler?
We have no other choice, Lewis. We're gonna see it through to the end. We've already come this far.
You're brave, gentlemen. I'm honestly impressed.
Well, the rabbit's onto something.
This isn't about money. Not about courage or pride either. It's simply...
stubbornness?
Mostly, yeah.
Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks, Lewis. We could use some luck, that's for sure.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
Okay. I've looked at everything here. Is it time? I'm so fucking pissed. Are you serious?
Well,
Thanks, Lewis.
Marty? Oh my god, he's got
just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like he's not himself anymore.
And was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right.
This has got to be it.
Do you think the
That I didn't talk
asylum
to him
was
about
in
all
on
this.
it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Yeah, whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh? And could she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
I mean, what if she knows a new location? There we go. What if she knows and she's just terrified? I'd be kind of afraid too.
So, what do you think now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But it's not her fault, and she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
Right. I think we're ready now. We have the new location, which means finally.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, he'll die.
Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
That's all you're gonna say.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us. And Natasha, too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
Damn.
Oh, this place has its own greenhouse. What do you think's inside?
100% humidity and unbearable heat.
Oh, not like that. Could they be growing rarities in there?
Or maybe some chicken-eating giant flower monsters.
What? Oh, you just made that up, right? Nah, I'm sure there's no such thing.
A rat night?
Huh, one of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Yeah.
That's shitty. All right.
What the hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be trying to compensate for something.
Or he just has too much dough.
Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Is this a mansion or a grand palace?
Or a small city.
Well, if it comes to hide and seek, old Wessler will have an advantage.
A serious advantage.
Hey.
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. He didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
You guys shoot at us all the time. Why am I gonna talk to you guys?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys. This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah, just don't let it be us.
Olivia.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin.
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
Uh-oh.
What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss Pitsenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko.
I want to talk to Olivia
Tried
more.
to warn you.
Thanks, Olivia? It's like the vegetation's trying to suffocate these beautiful walls.
Maybe it will. Maybe in 100 years, nothing will be here but plants. An endless, planet-sized jungle.
That's quite a dark thought.
Yeah, it is.
Not gonna lie, I like this. The inside look, like a jungle almost inside. That's fucking awesome. It'd be a nightmare to maintain, but it looks fucking cool.
This place is incredible, but it kind of gives me the creeps.
Because you know what lies behind the beauty.
With Natasha, too?
I haven't decided yet.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods!
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things, that she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Then this way, please.
Welcome in,
You
Meow
just
Mix.
stay here, my darling.
It's going
I'm
well.
sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Oh boy. This is not gonna end well. The painting. Oh, there's that corner that's missing.
This painting.
It's beautiful and rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know? Well, if you're interested, we know exactly where it is.
Really?
Really. It's here with us.
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch. because it's a monogram.
A.W.
That's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
Oop. Farewell from Fowls. A chicken police story.
Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit. One who has a lot to lose has a lot to fear.
I agree.
Yeah, would you like a drink? This is a rather rare brandy. It lifts the spirits, if I may be so, poetic.
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't despise a good vintage.
And I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard right. But everything has its place and time. Drinks, guns, dead bodies, and the truth.
Yeah, I see you're in a poetic mood as well.
More like prophetic.
And that's not a good sign.
Yeah, are you trying to intimidate me?
No, that's not how we do business. We're gentlemen.
I really hope so.
Okay. Pricey bed,
This
windows.
estate is rather impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying to say something, sir?
No, just thinking aloud.
Okay, so nothing to be seen back there. Pricey bed seems to be the last thing before chat.
Impressive bed. Looks cozy.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
We'll see about that.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Let's chat.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
All right. Natasha.
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Chicken growl.
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
piece of a painting.
About the painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
And photo of the Westlers.
This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who'd you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
Eh, I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
Albert's letter.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha.
More like a confession.
In which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad, insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about
Just
hate?
ratted him out. Rusted. Oh, fuck.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
Okay.
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
So, imposter manipulator. You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't you? Why did you decide to take? Yeah, let's not just outright start accusing him of shit.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler, but you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
All right. Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler? Why did you have to manipulate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately? You wanted to...
Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler?
Did I ever believe?
I gotta confuse him.
I still do. I believed it all along. Don't you get it? I am Ibn Wessler.
And also, Albert Wessler.
I see you're starting to understand.
Okay. So you feel you're two people at the same time even now? Did you enjoy tearing out your own brother's tongue? How did it feel? No.
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
You're not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
All right. What would you have done if Natasha found out?
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about, spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us, even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him. When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Okay. Wounded. All right. What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up? You enjoyed leading everyone by the nose. just a cheap copy, you know that, right? I'm not sure.
You enjoyed leading everyone by the nose, didn't you?
Do you think this was just some megalomaniac power play on my part? Some kind of race with myself? Not in the slightest.
Don't expect me to feel sorry for you.
On the contrary, Sonny. Your kind can't even comprehend what I've been through. That way, you can't understand the reasons behind my decisions either.
You know what? Maybe it's better this way. I'll sleep better, that's for sure.
If you're going to sleep, that will be your big sleep, chicken.
Are you so sure about that, Wessler? If you loved Natasha so much, how could you lie to her all along?
We lie the most to those we truly love, Santino. Isn't that right?
It shouldn't be that way.
You mean your wife, don't you? See? That's how it goes. We lie because we don't want to cause even more hurt.
What you did, Wessler, is nothing like Molly or me. What you did was out of simple selfishness and cowardice.
Watch what you're spitting out that dirty beak of yours, Santino.
I'm not afraid of you, Wessler. You'd better get that into your small little rat brain.
Classic mistake, Mr. Featherland.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds. Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was?
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me, can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
60%? Damn. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. The madman took the brother's place and is trying to tie up loose ends. If we don't catch him now, maybe it'll be too late. I thought I was doing good on that. Oh, someone got him. Did she hear it all?
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops. But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Hello, boys.
Before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys...
Yes, boss?
Don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed.
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Good old Timothy's here.
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Cluck off, Tim.
Hey! Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
I like that.
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything...
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
Alright, let's see what the good old blood boil's gotta say.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir. Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
Talk to Bosco after we talk to these
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this, rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Wessler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
What's up, Bosco?
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco.
Alright. It does not appear there's anything more here. Hey, do we talk to her
And
more?
what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. If there's anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right. Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Well, I won't argue about that.
Is that it?
Thank you. But it was...
Well, I won't...
Just one quote, guy.
I say if... How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention,
They're definitely gonna
Sonny.
cluck.
And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's 2 of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty. I want shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, Mon.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here. Santino.
No, sir.
Get the...
Alright, so maybe I didn't talk to everybody
Nice
enough?
catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Nice catch.
Yeah, I wish I...
If there's...
Thank you, Martin.
There's no need for that.
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
So long, guys.
Is that it? Like, there's no like leaving.
Thank you.
But it. Well, I won't.
See you at the
PD.
Like, I can't click the button to do that.
Just.
I say you.
Oh, that's why. Filmar's even here.
You. What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations and it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Monica.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
You wish, pal.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
Yeah, not much.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
The last
anyway,
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be some...
You don't believe...
And a lot of money.
That, too.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention Chicken Police. Say cheese.
Following animal species were not included in this game. All right, I'm going to let the credits roll. I'll be back after.
keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Claw will still chicks. Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna burn you down. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Chloe's still lying in my bed.
One of those thanks cracked me up. I said to my mom and dad, who, for when I told them that I was working on pinup girls with animal heads and mad beavers. To be continued. More chicken, please. Yes, please.
Natasha?
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Oh. 555-223. Whatever happens, happens. I had the feeling I dropped in just in time for a very spoilery ending sequence. After the credits. There's a couple I missed. Oh, there's quite a few I missed. Alright, I want to see what happens when we call that number. Will this...
Hello, boss.
Damn
Hello.
it.
No, Monica.
Hey, boy.
Hey. Yeah, what happened? So,
Damn, okay. I'm just gonna kind of skip through all this.
Ah, crap.
It's 223, right? Wait, damn it. I clicked the button on accident. Seriously thought they would cluck there. So did I, Rusted. Oh, no answer? Fuck. So it just plays the music then? Unless I messed that up.
Ah, crap.
Does it just play the song? Huh. I'm gonna let it play because I'm wondering if there's something that comes up at the end of it. It's a nice song. The real question is did Sunny realize that her phone number was on that matchbook when he threw it away? It did say to be continued with a question mark, so I really do hope that there's more Chicken Police stories, because this was a fucking awesome game. Which, if you liked what you saw, even if you didn't see the whole thing, even if you did see the whole thing and you would like to buy the game, that is the link to do so. We're also raising money for Feeding America, an awesome nonprofit organization. It works with local food shelters, or food banks and shelters across the United States in providing them food. And this time of year, everything is really tough. They make your dollar go a long way. $1 equals 10 meals, which is a lot. So, I mean, it really is one of those things that you can say every dollar counts. Like, does it just keep playing on a loop? I know the song's not done yet. That's the end of it. So let's see if this is, does it just hang up? Yep. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's Chicken Police. This was one hell of a game. I was kind of planning to switch it up to another game, but you know what? We're actually within about 15 minutes of when I normally would kind of wrap up. So I think we'll just probably wrap up a little early. But thank you, everybody, for coming out. I do appreciate it. Once again, to the person that tipped me money yesterday, if you are here by any chance, I saw the message to your Tiltify donation saying, sorry, wrong dono spot. I just want to make sure that you're not out an extra $75. If you want to reach out to me, please do so. I do not mind refunding that initial tip. But other than that, I do appreciate everyone coming out. So looking at games that we need to go and take a look at next, we need to play some Ragnorium. I would like to try and finish Paradise Killer. We're close on that one too, and we actually, last time we played that, we got pretty far through into that. I know I got a couple other games that we got to take a look at. Where are they? I still need to play October Night games. I need to look at the Lair of the Clockwork God. I need to look at Dude, Where's My Beer? I got a list of games. So we got some things to play still. Yeah. That's all I can think. Also, yeah, do not forget about my website, indie-gems.com. And that's really all I have. So thank you. And everybody have a great night. I think we're going to send it on over to Modiply, who is streaming some, what was it? He's playing Slay the Streamer, I believe is what it's called. Let me see here. It's Slay the Spire, but he's playing a mod called Slay the Streamer. And so we're going to send it on over to him. Have a clucking day. You too, you bunch of clucks. Send Marty some love. Thank you, everybody. You all have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.